Imagine with me, a 12-year-old child, an ordinary kid, not a genius, and doesn't have any special tools, but he has a charming smile and average social intelligence. What could a kid like this possibly do? Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is that he couldn't be dangerous. But the story we're telling today will completely change your perspective. This is a true story about a person who started life like any ordinary child. But over time, he became one of the most wanted by the FBI. This name is Kevin Mitnick. Let's start from the beginning. In 1963, in Los Angeles, California, Kevin was born, an ordinary kid, introverted and isolated. There was nothing special about his life. But all that changed when he turned 12. One day, Kevin was riding the bus, like he did every day. He kept seeing the same thing over and over. Every passenger handed their ticket to the bus conductor. The conductor would punch the ticket with a small machine, and after that, the passenger could enter, and the ticket would be valid for use. At that moment, a clever idea popped into Kevin's head. If he could get that punching tool, he wouldn't need to buy a ticket ever again. And indeed, with a simple plan, he went to the conductor and said, "Excuse me, sir, I'm working on a school project. I want to decorate my papers with holes like the tickets. Could you show me how you punch them?" The conductor didn't suspect anything at all. He told him he could buy the puncher from a certain shop. That's when Kevin took his first step into hacking. He used people's innocence to his advantage. But it didn't stop there. Kevin quickly learned how to use his intelligence to deceive people. What started with dodging bus tickets quickly escalated. In his teenage years, Kevin made some new friends. These friends were just like him. They had the same interests. They taught him how to hack landline phones. They'd make free calls and eavesdrop on other people's conversations. At first, it was all just a game for them. But Kevin didn't stop at just playing. One day, he decided to try something new. He decided to hack into the speakers at a McDonald's drive-thru. He wanted to listen to customers' orders and answer them instead of the employees. And indeed, he managed to do that using a custom-made radio. When he tested it, he succeeded in taking control of the speakers. But things didn't stay a game for long. Kevin started to take things more seriously. In 1981, at the age of 17, Kevin made a bold move. He decided to steal sensitive documents from the phone company, Pacific. These documents contained passwords. He and his friend Lewis planned the heist. But Lewis didn't stick to the plan. He talked about what they did to another friend. That friend reported them to the police. Kevin was arrested for the first time in his life. He was sentenced to 3 months in prison and a year of probation. But Kevin didn't learn his lesson. After his release, his passion for hacking only grew stronger. In 1983, he attempted to hack the U.S. Department of Defense. He used the university network, ARPANET, and he successfully gained access to the Pentagon's website. But the site was protected by advanced systems. He was caught for the second time. After serving his sentence, Kevin disappeared for 4 years. But in 1987, he returned to hacking. This time, he teamed up with a new hacker named Lenny De Cisco. The two formed a powerful team. Their goal was to hack Digital Equipment Corporation. The company produced advanced operating systems. Kevin and Lenny launched daily attacks. But the company fought back, trying to fend off their assaults. In the end, they were both arrested in 1989. This time, Kevin was sentenced to a year in prison. But something strange happened during his imprisonment. His criminal records disappeared. The police couldn't find any trace of his files. The media started talking about Kevin. They claimed he had hacked the police themselves. In the end, in 1996, Kevin was finally caught for the last time. After his release in 2000, he decided to turn his life around. He began helping companies develop protection systems. That was the story of Kevin, from an innocent child to one of the most dangerous hackers in the world. If you've made it this far, you're definitely one of the coolest people. Don't forget to like the video and drop your suggestions for new episodes in the comments.